Why I decided to do this video like while the light is like beaming through my window is beyond me. But here we are, put on your sunglasses and let's party. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's 2022 and I have decided that I am going to try to be positive this year. That's not true. Last week I was a ball of negativity, but you know what? We're going one day at a time, and today I'm going to be dishing out some advice. Why you should listen to me when it comes to advice? Perhaps it'll be entertaining. We're gonna take everything with a grain of salt, but also, girl, I've been through a lot in my life. I'm gonna be 39 this year. I've made a lot of mistakes and I've had a lot of experiences. So maybe within all this entertainment, I'll have one little bit of advice that might actually help you guys. But speaking of help, today, we've got a sponsor. Oh, 2022, she's looking up. She's also looking up for you guys because this is genuinely a fantastic sponsor to have, and I am excited to share this with you guys. Today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. That's H-E-L-P. My friends at BetterHelp, which is perfect timing. You guys saw I kind of went down a little bit of a self-loathing rabbit hole last week, and I have decided for the year 2022, I am going to go into this with a little bit more self-love. I want to approach everything I do with a little more self-acceptance, and that's truly kind of my goal for this year. And I've talked about this ad nauseum, and I will continue to do that, but one of the best ways to achieve your goals and get over your humps and your trials and tribulations is to work with a licensed therapist. And with BetterHelp, you can access over 20,000 different licensed therapists. You don't need to go to all of them, but you could if you really, really wanted to, I guess, right? BetterHelp, is that true? They're like, it's not a crisis line, it's not a self-help line, it is a licensed therapy portal to help you get matched with a proper therapist who can help you with your goals this year. And honestly, especially right now, because so many people are sort of on this new year, new me kick, it could take like weeks for a proper counselor to get back to you in your area. I know from actual experience that I was looking for a very specific therapist to help me with my car anxiety, and I am telling you, I reached out to so many different people that I found via Google, and I received 0 callbacks. With BetterHelp, you can start communicating within 48 hours, and the service is worldwide, so you can do this literally from anywhere. And even if it's not your scheduled appointment, you can log in at any time and message your therapist. I can't emphasize enough how important therapy is and how honored and excited I am to be working with BetterHelp. And of course, I won't do anything unless it benefits you guys as well, so if you use my specific URL, which I will leave in the description below, it's betterhelp.com/Lisbug, you can get 10% off your first month of therapy. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Lisbug. Get 10% off your first month of therapy. Let's do this together, guys. You know that we're on this journey together, and I'm so happy to be doing it by your side. All right, dudes, let's just hop right into these questions. You guys hit me up on Instagram, and here's what I got. How do you define happiness? We're just starting, you know, on a very like low-key note, no pressure at all. What is happiness? For me, I think happiness is gratitude and being grateful for what you do have. And I feel like Jeff and I have been working on this as a partnership in a household, like especially now because things are so crazy and most of our friends have kids and are so stressed out because they have so many more like factors when it comes to the world and safety and so much more to take care of. And so yesterday I was like, Jeff, we just have to be like so grateful for like our home and our safety and the safety of our family and like our opportunities. So last night even I was just telling Jeff, I was like, dude, we are like so lucky. We should really be grateful for what we have, even though like it's so easy to complain or compare ourselves to others or want more or whatever. I'm like, we are safe. We have very few responsibilities in terms of keeping other people in our family safe. We just got the dog and our parents, and we've done a good job at keeping them safe. And we are together, and we have amazing opportunities around us. And then we just had so much fun last night. We literally had a dance party in the kitchen. So I think like gratitude equals happiness. I feel like I'm already like rambling and I'm already tongue-tied, so advice, you're welcome. Any tips or tricks in terms of marriage versus dating? Much change, question mark? So funny, so many people have already asked me that, like, oh, so how is marriage? And I'm like, it's exactly the same. I think there's like a teeny bit more confidence in knowing that like we are in it to win it to the very end. So if we have like a scuffle about something, a scuffle, who says that? I don't want to say fight because we don't really fight. If we have like a quarrel, who says quarrel? Oh my God. Basically, we made this commitment to each other and we didn't take that lightly. Like, we talked extensively about it. We spent lots of copious time together before then. We also like waited so long to finally meet each other and decide to do such a grand thing as to get married. So I think like the comfort in knowing that we're committed definitely helps in times of quarrel. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty much just the same. It's fabulous. And I love it. I do feel like we are doing a little bit more like planning of our future than we did before. But ultimately, we're still just getting dumb and playing video games on the couch. How do I incorporate exercising at home into my routine? Any tips for workouts to follow? You guys know I am passionate about my at-home workouts. I've been working out for years and years and years. And so I've tried all sorts of things. And before the ye old pandy, I was going to 2 different places in person. I never really liked a proper gym. I was always like super intimidated by that. So I would do more like niche places. So I found this one place near me that did like circuit training that I really liked, and also a spin studio that I love. And so I've been spinning at home, but I know that's not as accessible because you need a bike. So I've talked about her a lot. I am not sponsored by her. I don't know her, but her name is Carolyn Gervin, and she has amazing YouTube videos for free and programs online that you can follow, and it's quite easy to do. Not the actual act of like doing it. It's hard, it's difficult, it's challenging, but like you don't really need much to get it done. A lot of times you just need your body weight and maybe a mat. She also has like 20-minute workouts, which I think is awesome. I feel like set yourself up for success, y'all. You don't need to be like, I'm gonna do hour-long workouts 5 days a week, like consistently, and I'm gonna be lifting 20-pound weights. Like, it's not gonna happen. I mean, it might, you might, but like, for most of us, like trying to get started into something, and a lot of people actually ask me about this, like set small goals, you know? So like try her 20-minute videos and try it like every other day. Or if none of that is appealing, just start going for walks. Like I really actually think that's probably the best way to kickstart your fitness journey. I remember after college, sorry, I'm rambling again, but I do think this is pertinent. After college, I had gained a lot of weight. Like, you guys would be really surprised. I knew when I came back after college that I needed and wanted to get into better shape and change my lifestyle, my eating habits, etc. And so I started walking. That was like how I started. My mom would just make me go on walks with her. We did a lot of uphill walking, and that kind of kick-started my metabolism, kick-started my love for exercise. So did I answer your question, or did I just ramble? What can I do if my dandruff keeps coming back? Ooh! I feel like I used to have really bad dandruff, and I wonder if it's because I was dehydrated. I think that might have been it. So make sure you're drinking a lot of water. I know nothing about the origin of dandruff. If you are using like an anti-dandruff shampoo and it's still coming back, then maybe you should go to a dermatologist. And certainly don't wear black shirts. Advice for starting therapy: I feel awkward with the opening convo. Dude, I think that is a very pertinent to our sponsors. Way to go, full circle. I actually think that's a very pertinent question, and I often struggle with my balance of conversation with the therapist, because a lot of times I have this problem where I just want my therapist to like me, which is so counterintuitive to the whole process. Like, the point is, it doesn't matter what your therapist thinks about you. You should be able to completely open to them and express what you need to express without concern about what they're thinking. But that's like so much easier said than done. So what I would say, especially for that opening conversation, is to be as transparent as humanly possible and be like, I don't know how to do this, or I am uncomfortable and I know that this is supposed to be a comfortable place, but can you like help shepherd me through this, because I don't even know where to begin. And honestly, a good therapist should be able to guide the conversation so you don't have to, but I would just be like overly vocal about your discomfort. And I think that's like a general thing in life. I think the more I tell people that I'm anxious, without like being, I'm not like trying to like be those people on Facebook that like over divulge things when no one's asking. I'm not, you know, that's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is like, you know, just kind of being honest about the fact that my body hurts from sitting on the ground because I'm getting old. Wait, hold on. Just being a little more upfront and honest about how you're feeling instead of hiding it, especially for a therapist. Yeah, I would just go into it being like, I'm really happy to be here, but I'm also scared or uncomfortable or just a little concerned. I don't know like what I'm doing. Help. And a great therapist should be able to quickly catch on to that and guide you through. And if not, check out betterhelp.com/Lisbug. Oh, she's a sponsored queen. How do you know if I'm falling out of love with someone? I still like them, but I don't know if it's the same. If you're questioning, well, okay, that's not fair. I was gonna be like, if you're questioning, girl, get out. But maybe it's good to question because love is complicated. Love is hard. I think ultimately you need to think about if this person was to leave tomorrow, whether it's just like pick up and move out of the country or like leave this planet Earth into heavens, like would you be devastated? Maybe that's a dark way to think about it, but like would you ultimately be like devastated or would you be like, okay, I mean that sucks, but like moving on, you know? Think about it. Think about it. All right, Jeff has to hop in for one question at least. The question is, I think my toe is infected. Should I drain it? I can't answer this for you. I'm gonna vomit just thinking about it.
So you've got an infected toe. Don't feel bad. Happens to everybody.
It does?
Nah. Not a sign of poor hygiene or poor health. You just lost the cosmic lottery. But don't fear. Been there. Here's what you want to do. Get a nice bowl. I use nice generally, just a bowl.
Y'all take this with a grain of salt, my friends.
Probably not a nice bowl. That grain of salt took how infected was my toe?
Dude, his toe is so infected, but it looks like crap now. Don't you think?
You're talking about the corn that I removed.
Yeah.
That was separate from my toe infection. My toe infection's cleared up famously.
Okay, fair.
My corn removal
not great.
Went a little sideways.
You're not great.
The question's not about how to remove a corn.
Okay.
It's how to solve an infected toe.
Fair.
Take a nice bowl. Doesn't have to be a nice bowl, just a bowl. Warm water and antibacterial dish soap. Like a dial.
By the way, you've like told this to so many people. So.
And how many people have infected toes now?
0.
None. Take a nice bowl of warm water, antibacterial soap, mix it up nice and bubbly, put on a light documentary or a crime show, whatever your thing is, soak it half hour a night for like a week, and I guarantee you, not only are you gonna give yourself a lovely, relaxing toe bath, that bacteria is gonna go bye-bye. You're welcome. Don't worry about the corn removal, separate issue. Next time I remove a corn, that corn. Bye!
Thank you, Jeff. Sorry I zoned out on that because toe stuff kind of creeps me out. Thumbs up. Gross. How to stay positive at 38 and single. No babies or relationships in sight. Girl, do I feel you? I know I am now married, so I am not in the same exact position, but I certainly like know these feelings from many years of my life. And also we're now entered into this new weird territory where it's like all of our friends have kids and we don't have kids, and we don't have like any major plans of having them quite yet. So we're in this weird in-between phase as well where I feel a little bit like out of place amongst my community. So I can come at this with like that point of view. All I gotta say is like we're all on our own timeline and don't rush it. Because I feel like I was a bride at 38 and I am so glad I waited. I'm so glad I didn't push it with any of my other relationships. And now I am with my soulmate. So, you know, times are different, folks. Not everyone is on the same trajectory. Everything's happening a little bit later. And I just feel like you are on your journey. You keep doing you. You keep working on yourself and loving yourself. And your journey will like parse out the way it's supposed to parse out. That's like a hippie answer, but I honestly feel like passionate about that answer. You're great, Lisa. Self-love 2022. You got this. You're great. Also, like, sometimes, like, relationships and babies are hard. So, you know, enjoy. I feel like the grass is always greener, okay? Like, my friends with kids, dude, they are jealous of us and they are super jealous of the single ones. So, I have a hard time trying to feel sexy. My sex life is non-existent. What can I do? Oh, I mean, you're clearly talking to the queen of sexy. I actually put on pants today, so I'm feeling a little sassy. This light though, speaking of sexy, I definitely think that there's like a big separation between feeling sexy and having a sex life. So I don't think you need one to have the other. So let's focus. Your sex life, we'll just put that aside, okay? That comes and goes depending on where you are in your life. Also, there's a pandemic happening, so like cut yourself some slack. But let's talk about feeling sexy. Okay, Jeff is calling, hold on. Speaking of sexy, Jeff just called to ask a question about groceries. Anyways, let's separate your sex life with just feeling sexy. I think like everyone has different things that make them feel good about themselves. So what is that to you? Is it taking the time to get ready in the morning even if you have nowhere to go? Is it taking a bath? Is it like, I guess I'm insinuating it's all like some sort of self-care routine. What can you do to make yourself feel good about yourself? What does that look like? Let's lay that out. Let's vision board that, and then let's achieve that. For me, oftentimes it is getting up and exercising. It's definitely some sort of a routine. And yeah, I do actually feel better when I like, today, for example, I wasn't gonna wash my hair, but it was just at that stage where it was like, all right, acceptable, but probably by the end of the day, it would look super greasy and then I would feel gross. So I was like, you know what? I'm feeling lazy, but let's just do it. Let's just wash the hair. And there she is. She's feeling a little bit sexy. And I decided to put on leggings instead of sweatpants. And look at me now. So I think it's just finding those little small things that are attainable, but definitely like get your nails done, make you feel a little bit better about yourself, and slowly your confidence will build and your sexiness will build. Also, a little self-love with yourself in the bedroom is also very valuable. Not sponsored by Adam and Eve, but I wish I was. How do you release the need to compare your life to others? Read goals, timeline, success. We kind of were already talking about this when it comes to the 38-year-old without a relationship or babies. And I think it's a good thing to just kind of maybe end on, is that comparing does nothing, but the problem is we're like all in our phones, like constantly looking and comparing and liking and feeling bad about ourselves, and it's so easy to do. So first of all, let's all just be kind to ourselves and accept that this is like the reality that the world is right now. Like it's hard to avoid it. So like, let's not be hard on ourselves for doing it. But I think some of it is literally just putting down your phone more. And also, like, at the end of the day, we are who we are, and we were put on this earth to be us and travel through the world as us. And all we could do is do our best versions of that, be kind to people, and try our best. And like, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know what else I can offer. That's all I can offer, and that's all I can do. I mean, listen, this is all easier said than done, but like, I am like, you guys know, I feel like at some point I was like, Lisa, I gotta edit this out because I keep saying it, but maybe it's worth saying one more time. Like, I'm acutely aware of like how small of a community I have here on YouTube in terms of views. Like, I get it in the grand scheme of things, and like bad self-talk goes through my ears often. Like, I see other creators who are obviously getting more views than me, and it's so hard to not compare yourself to them and where they're at and their accomplishments. But like, the truth of the matter is, I know, first of all, that I'm happy doing what I'm doing. I'm also like acutely aware that things that we're seeing aren't all that there is. So, you know, people are choosing to put out what they want to put out and what they want to give off, but the truth behind that is so much deeper and more complicated, and we really don't know what's actually going on. And also, so many people Facetune. Side note. Anyways, full circle moment. You are where you're supposed to be. You are doing what you're supposed to be doing. Keep trying to be as authentic and true to your instincts, yourself, and your passions, and that's like all you can do, and that's how you will succeed. And your success will look completely different than my success, and my success will look completely different than Jeff's success, and so on and so forth. And I guess that's what's beautiful about life. You're beautiful, it's true. Okay, I think I gave decent advice today. Did I do okay? If you guys want to see more of these advice videos, let me know. We will have Jeff in for some more rapid fire. He had to hop out today, but I'm so happy that he got to share his toe journey with you. So if you guys want to see more, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Truly an honor to be partnered with such a great company, and I urge you guys to check them out. Again, links below, and you can get $10 off your first month of therapy. All right, 2022, we're doing good together. Let's keep going and see where we get to. I'm excited to journey with y'all. See you tomorrow. Jeff just asked if he should show his toe on camera.
That's not so bad. Can you see it?
That's the corn removal.
It's not so bad. You should have seen it before it's scarred over.
He just kept, okay. He just kept putting like the corn removal stuff on it over and over and over again.
It's not as bad as advertised. I want to stand up for my toe.
Thumbs up.
Not an infection in sight.